Britain, we need to raise your taxes. USA, how about you suck our star-spangled ding-dongs?
I'm sorry, what? Hi, my name is Master Sky, and today we'll be watching USA vs Europe memes.
USA is the best country, and everyone wants to live here. No, you're wrong. European countries are better. Aurora, penguins, and peace. I should live in Antarctica.
Honestly, USA is pretty cool, but is it the best? All I'm going to do is point at Donald Trump.
Can't you just be normal? Screams in Fahrenheit.
I hate the imperial
How old
system.
were you? American? Oh, I was a freshman. Me, a European. I still have no idea
You
how
know
old
the imperial system is bad when drug dealers are using the metric system.
you were. Someone from the UK. I'm in 6th form. Me. How many regenerations do you have left? Someone. I personally think the US has good European typing. European houses.
I am that person who thinks that the US personally has good and bad qualities. You can't do this to me.
The biggest storms, built out of concrete and stone, built for eternity. American houses. Help, there's some wind. You guys.
It really do feel like that whenever I touch drywall. It's like, what is this? The cornflakes box? What? Who built this?
Are disrespectful and don't deserve to win. You are doing the same thing. Stop hating us. Europe is fighting each other again. Nice. European wars. Try that again and I'll break your other hand as well. American wars. Please don't hurt me. My friend came back from the UK.
Well, European walls are made out of concrete, which is how the founding fathers intended walls to be built. If I punch a wall and my fist goes through the wall, that ain't no wall. There's a big problem.
Okay, today, and this is the only picture he took. American food. This is real. We have stuff like this in stores. When telling the temperature, it's important to note that degrees Celsius stands for correct, and F stands for fake. I think you mean can't land on the moon, and landed on the moon. Everyone on Tumblr is screaming about Area 51. Me, a European. US house damaged by wind. Austrian house damaged by a 10-ton massive rock. No, you can't just cool your house. It uses too much energy. AC go pip. Please
Honestly, AC units, my god, one of the best inventions ever created.
help him. He is injured. Does he have insurance though? I wish I lived in Europe. You can literally ride a bike for about 20 minutes and end up in a different country with a completely different culture. If I ride a bike here for 20 minutes, I would just end up at another Walmart. Another section of Walmart. Okay, that's cool, but in America you can get 100 McNuggets for $25. Healthcare in Europe
That's a lot of money.
versus healthcare in USA. It's okay, we're gonna figure this out. You have money, right? How Americans see their beer versus how Germans see their beer. A European waking up early. A new problem in the US. Wimpy US outlets.
It do be like that. Every time I wake up in the morning and open YouTube, there's some shit going down. The US is nothing if not entertaining. And I love that.
Europe outlet. This post was made by the EU gang. How I sleep at night with my European superiority complex.
Oh, I don't have one of those.
Europeans after a 5-hour car trip to visit another country. Americans after their weekly 5-hour car ride to the grocery store. Europeans. Oh, American food is so unhealthy. Also Europeans. Breakfast.
I mean, coffee isn't that bad for you compared to like a freaking Big Mac and Nutella.
When you're from Europe and you're losing an argument against an American. At least I have healthcare. President of America. Meanwhile, the president of Portugal, he's just chilling.
He's on. That's so cool.
President of America. Meanwhile, the president of Portugal, he's just chilling. Haha, I build tall building. No, tall buildings will hide our beautiful and historical architecture. Asia and America. How many tall buildings do you want? Yes. America.
Well, to be fair, Europe does have like castles and cottages and all that cool stuff.
Americans when asked their opinions on 90% of European countries. What is this? Americans with England or France. Americans with Ireland for whatever reason. Let's go! Europeans calling Americans stupid for not being
Woo! Gen animation meme!
able to name half of the countries in Europe. Europeans not being able to name
This is such an old video. I love that this is here. Oh my god.
half of the US states. I'd like some freedom and a side of liberty, please. Europe, but without the cringe. You know, in Europe.
I saw a VTuber who like photoshopped their face into that image. I was big.
Europe, it's not customary to tip, and they write the date with the day before the month. That's pretty neat. I can respect that. No, you can't just use month, date, year. French friend. Well, the total cost of me...
I don't care if it's like, okay, I have actual beef with this.
No, you can't just...
I never know whether it's month, date, year, or date, month, year. Can we just normalize date, month, year? Who's the friggity frack ask the month before the day? You bite me. Bite me, everyone.
Use month,
I hate that.
date, year. French friend. Well, the total cost of me going to med school is about 406 a year. 1,000? No, euro. It sounds a little high, but it covers the costs of my textbooks, extra classes, and most of my housing. How much is it for you? That's $459. What the hell? European to American friend. Happy birthday, bro. American. Dude, my birthday is tomorrow. European. I am 4 hours ahead of you. Europeans, when they find out that America is only
I always forget that the West is so behind when it comes to the rest of the world.
the 12th most obese country. Americans saying Van Gogh is pronounced Van Gogh. British saying it's pronounced Van Gogh. It's a Dutch name, and Dutch pronounce it as Van Gogh. Meta is threatening to shut down Facebook.
That doesn't sound Dutch, Van Gogh.
And Instagram in Europe. This company is falling apart. If they close Facebook, the average IQ in Europe would probably go up by 50 points. Italy bad. No, we have the best country, best food, best football, best landscape. Screw you. Italy is bad. True. Wait, do American people not call their friends mate? Is this a thing? Yep, I'm sure some
Doesn't like British and Australians do that?
do, but most people just say friend, which is boring, but whatever. Wait, so you go up to your friends and be like, hello friend, we use names. In some regions, it is customary to greet our friends with affectionate pet names, like dumb, making a house with proper equipment? Nah, let's just use
the whole drywall situation? Not a fan.
Yes, Americans. I just finished high school. I think I'll become a plumber so I can earn 70k before I'm 25.
Plumbers make an exorbitant amount of money and no one is talking about it.
Europeans. I just finished my PhD in computer science. Will anyone pay me 30k? Makes fun of the United States all the time. Gets all defensive when you make fun of Europe. Americans cooking. Add a cup of flour. I don't know, it says add a cup of flour. Should I pack it a little? A lot or not at all? Europeans cooking. Add 120 grams of flour. Done.
I was making pancakes recently and one of the recipes called for a cup of like flour. What do you mean a cup? A cup? How much? What are we talking? Give it to me straight. Grams? Kilograms? Milliliters? I don't know. What do you mean a cup? Cup coming big, cup coming small, cup coming medium. Which cup are you using? And I just ended up not making the pancake.
Wish my parents were rich so I can roam around Europe telling people I'm trying to find myself. If you ever think American stereotypes are over the top, remember that my mom just made me an apple pie because I'm moving out of the country on Friday. And my bedroom is going to be turned into an eagle sanctuary. Person. What's living in America like? Me. I feel like I need to go to a mental hospital, but I don't want to throw my family into years of debt. My wife asked for a latte in Rome, and she was given a glass of warm milk. Yes, because Italians call
Latte?
it cafe latte. She got what she asked for. Milk. America is just all the people Europe didn't like. I guess you could say they were all American rejects. Did you just favorite? British sigh. Slightly lower Australian sigh. Canadian apology. Unwarranted American Declaration of Freedom. European.
I mean, that's how I spell favorite.
Scream of shut the hell up, America. Asian confusion.
Wait, no, that's the reverse. That is how the rest of the world spells it, but America spells it without the U because they are crazy.
Freedom. European. Scream of shut the hell up.
Wait, no, maybe not. I don't know, this word is an enigma.
America. Asian confusion. Ancient Europeans were lactose intolerant. They drank milk anyway, study finds. This is so funny and so human. Americans when Europeans make fun of them. It's okay. Europeans when Americans make fun of them. Europeans normally. Can't stand Americans. Europeans when they play Grand Theft Auto for the first time. Now I am become Florida man, the consumer of drugs. Dear America, these are not Smarties, these are Smarties. Get it right. Sincerely, Europe. Thank you.
Yeah, the boxy Smarties, whatever that top abomination is. No.
You kind soul. And Australia, mate. Dear Europeans, this is not a biscuit. This is a biscuit. Sincerely, the guardians of breakfast and freedom. Wrong. Lies, lies, and slander. We're experiencing heavy snow. Massive snowstorm. Da, more vodka. Looks like spring, eh? Banging my fists on a table. The cashiers have chairs. Cashiers don't have...
Unironically, Yeah. Oh, I'm not moving. Help! Help! Wake up! Camera, please! Hi, here we go. Honestly, yeah, why don't we give chairs to bartenders?
Chairs
Cashiers.
where you live. In
And
America,
bartenders, because why not?
if you're not standing, you're not working. In Europe, if you're working, you're working. Chairs help you. What the hell is up with America? Hold on. People in other countries get to sit while working. America needs help. Not in UK. When I worked at a cafe, I did not sit. I stood like a man. Russia and USA usually. Russia and USA in space. What country is next to the USA? USB. Why are the
That hurt me on a spiritual level.
drinking fountains so short in Europe? Are Americans even real? Because how can they go to the store like this? Europe. I can't believe
That seems really cozy to me.
Americans don't know European
Granted, I don't do that, but I like it.
flags. European flags? I don't know many of them. Probably know half. Europe. Doctor. Person who kills your ills with pills, then kills you with bills. Americans who use color. British who use color. Me who uses both because English is not my native language. Americans. Gasoline has gotten so expensive. Meanwhile, Europe. Creeper van. Old folks van. The most expensive van ride of your life. Americans making 60k annually. Europeans making 60k annually.
Wait, isn't Europe... Huh?
Doesn't this highly depend on which part of America you're from though?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I know
Also, my god, 60k is a lot. I think I make maybe 1k a year. That's not even a joke.
California, you have to be making 150k to just be comfortable. Invent a new sport. Everyone starts playing it. Can't even win the championship. Invent a new sport. Nobody cares. Always be the world champs. I gotta admit, I did watch an American football game
What sport did America invent?
on my PC.
I know it's not football because, like, I know Brazil is like the lead, or is it Sweden? It's Brazil or Sweden. I don't do sports, but I know it's not America who's on top when it comes to football.
Not in
Wait,
person.
football or soccer? I've confused myself.
It's kind of cool. In movies, when kids sneak through their windows, and I'm just like, why didn't you have screens in your windows? Who doesn't have screens in their windows? What do? Just let bees and bugs and birds and stuff fly into your room? What the hell? Literally just had to Google that. Apparently, screens are widely used in Australia, USA, and Canada. In Europe, we deal with stuff that comes through the window, like a man. This is why you...
I like that description.
Okay, all I'm gonna say is a bat came into the kitchen and went upstairs. Hand-egg coaches versus football coaches. European antagonist in American movies and TV starter pack. Americans, when they find out that tree farms are called tree schools in Germany. Europe, according to American movies. You know what I hate
I don't really know what part of Europe that is.
about American movies? They always make London to look awful. Sewer rats, dirty. It's actually pretty clean. I mean,
London is just like American New York. Don't know what the fuck me, you know I'm right. Like, think about it, it's the same thing.
depends the area. Meta, if you don't let us spy on you, we will leave Europe, Europeans. Okay, leave then, Meta. You think that's cringe? Italian mums wait 9 months just to end up naming their kid Giuseppe. This guy is called Giuseppe. Screw you. Americans, when you call an ambulance after a serious accident, you what? In Spider-Man 2002, Peter has a radioactive spider bite the size of a golf ball. But instead of going to a doctor, he decides to sleep it off. This is because Peter lives in America.
I relate to that, that's what I do sometimes. when I'm
Very,
in
very
pain.
popular opinion. This was the best Spider-Man. You can drive 30 hours in Michigan and still be in Michigan. The European mind cannot comprehend this. Midwesterners driving around looking for something to do this weekend. American movies be like, US, Western Europe, Eastern Europe,
Yep! It's always with a separate tone when it comes to like Mexico.
Mexico. How Europeans see America. Get screwed. What do you call a Karen in Europe? An American.
Karen.
Speak American. You got any ranch dressing? USA. European forests versus... This is not what European forests are like. They are the same as Americans. How I see Europe as an American. I can't go there, so I'm looking at it on Google Maps. Britain. We need to raise your taxes. USA. How about you, sucker? Star-spangled ding-dongs.
I'm sorry, what? Ding dong? Ding dong. That's like, we know when people talk about Twinkies, I think about Twinks, and there's something really wrong with me, I know.
I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way, but Europe is kind of like a miniature America. All the landscape and trees and stuff are small. They're little versions of the stuff we got going on over here. Even your big things like the Alps are so cute. You could put a fun roller coaster up there and make it a little ride for the kids.
What's an Alp?
The only big thing you lot have are obesity rates, medical debt and carcinogenic diets. The Alps are the biggest mountain range in the world. European culture is hating all other European nations. Like, yeah, we're at peace, we're cooperating, no tensions or anything, but if I have to talk to a goddamn Belgian, waffles over windmills, I will annex you. I was back in Texas for literally an hour, and then be prepared for a zombie apocalypse. Sometimes I think American stereotypes are over-exaggerated, but then I remember there is a high school in my town called Independence, so that's right, America. Remember Pearl Harbor. European MEMES style.
Hang on, pause, wait.
So that's right, America. Remember
To hell with their Limo, remember Pearl Harbor. Huh? You mean Pearl Harbor?
Pearl Harbor. European MEMES starter kit. American bad, America fat, America dumb, America guns. Trying to follow a
are they wrong?
European recipe. Don't
I'm not
bother.
saying it's bad because I like it. I really want to try American food someday. But it's not wrong.
Bland. Indeed. Doesn't have 20 kilos of sugar, and it's not deep fried. You know there's flavoring besides sugar and deep fry, yeah? Like, I don't know, garlic, parsley, thyme. Do Europeans have a spice rack? No, we've never heard of these all-common, ubiquitous spices. It's not the United States is #1 in education or anything. Oh wait, we are. Yeah, your source literally puts you in place 7. It literally says that #1 is Switzerland. I think the fair list everyone can agree upon. Europe over US. No tipping, mountains next to beaches. Beautiful architecture. Great music.
So that's saying Europe beats the US at those things.
Europe, but USA is better. No air conditioning. No coffee. Limited Ubers. No bagels.
50 languages? What? Huh?
Languages.
In the US! USA!
All drinks served in mini
USA!
cups. Health insurance is cool because you get to pay a bunch of money each month for nothing. Then if something bad happens to you, you pay a bunch more. This changes everything. Do you understand why it trips me out that people can drive over 45 minutes and be in another country? I drive for 45 minutes and I'm in like a city over. I live in Italy and took a day trip to go to Austria and Germany. It's impossible to leave Texas. You will be in Texas forever. Chums, that's sweet and all, but Australia just ate Texas for breakfast. Just found out moose can dive as deep as 20 feet, 6 meters, for aquatic vegetation. Can you imagine like being a diver and you're 20 feet underwater, it's murky, and you run into a moose?
That's the most terrifying.
A moose. This is, by the way, one of the reasons that a regular predator of the moose is the orca whale. What the heck is that? The European mind cannot comprehend this. Chocolate covered bacon. That doesn't even sound nice. So UK surveillance.
It really doesn't.
USA surveillance, Eastern Europe. This is actually really funny. In high school,
Don't mess with babushka.
my humanities teacher told us a story about one of the Europe trips he had gone on with the school a few summers past. So him and the group of kids were in the middle of Rome and the tour guide had gotten lost. They could figure out how to get to some church they were going to see. All of a sudden, one of the students called attention to himself. He says he knows where to go and just starts walking around the streets, taking back roads and side streets, and within 20 minutes they're at the church they needed to get to. My teacher asks the kid if he has ever been to Italy before. He says no, he just knew where to go because he played Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
That is so freaking. Wait, Assassin's Creed is historically, and that's so cool.
Based. Harry Potter. Spells are very specific. Specific pronunciations, enunciations, and wand movements. Fantastic beasts. Just point and shoot, man. It's like British style versus American style. They think all Americans are fat, and yet we win gold medals at the Olympics. We got a few too, even though we are the size of Ohio. America, when the French asked for their money back in 1786, I declare bankruptcy. Canada, Russia, Japan, China, Europe, USA. Independence.
Yeah. It do be like that. We all just look at USA for entertainment.
From Britain is celebrated somewhere in the world. On average, 1 in 7 days. USA, Michigan, Japan. Damn, this season of...
Is that? That's not what Japan looks like.
1 in 7 days. USA.
That does not look like Japan.
Michigan, Japan. Damn, this season of New USA is lit. So my stupid butt cancelled my credit card because I saw someone was using it in Europe. But I am in Europe and I'm the only one using it. Me. Are you British? Him. How did you No, also him. Americans. How did you know we're American? Also Americans. Midwest foods that would kill.
There was this character in freaking My Hero Academia. I know that like All Might is like supposed to be like this US inspired hero or something like that, but there's this character that's literally from the US that like tries to help All Might or something, like this blonde character. And when she was on screen, it made me want to inhale spikes and invert my anus. It was so freaking jarring.
Americans. How did you know we're American? Also Americans. Midwest foods that would kill a European. Europeans.
I mean, those look good.
Also Americans. Midwest
Except for what's number 4? That looks gross.
foods that would kill a European. Europeans. Go to sleep. Americans. Weapons are part of my religion. Europeans. Why can't you just be normal? Europe. Screams in 40 degrees Celsius. 7-Eleven announced, bring your own cup day and you can fill anything with Slurpee. American Spider-Man. I refuse to kill anyone. Japanese Spider-Man. He has a gun. Americans. Gas is so darn expensive. Also Americans. Drives a car as big as a World War II tank.
That can't be real.
Americans sharing their opinions in a less cancelable way. Europeans harshly poking fun at every country. America's too easy. Losing pounds in the UK. Losing pounds in the US. All of the US celebrating 420. Me, as a European trying to figure out what month is the 20th. European
420? What's that?
celebrating 420.
Is that Michael Jackson? Why is this? Is that Godzilla? Wait, what's 420?
Me, as a European trying to figure out what month is
is it? Oh, it's the month thing. It's month and then day. Oh my god, I hate
20th.
that.
Europeans when Americans don't know where Gloucestershire is. Europeans when they are asked to label the US map for the state other than California or Texas. Languages spoken in European countries, according to movies made in Europe.
I mean, I know we have highways.
According to movies made in the USA, most of us are a hospital bill away from being broke. I'm sorry, is this some sort of American joke that I'm too European to understand? On today's episode of
I'm just broke.
How American are you? I deep fried a loaded gun. Did you eat it though? Non-native English speakers choosing which accent to steal for the rest of their life. I have a bloody nose. Mate. Speakers.
I never noticed this, but why is the Australian flag the exact same as like the English flag? What's up with that?
Choosing which accent to steal for the rest of their life. I have a bloody nose. Mate.
I had like people would say I sounded British, but over the time I think my accent went more like American. It's still like a mix between the two though.
Have noses in it. Waiting room of a family court in England. Europeans. I have one job, plenty of blah 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 blah. This is not true though. One job does not. No, this must be a really old meme because we still need to get 3 jobs just like the Americans. Europe is explaining why they are better than America. And that's a fact. Praying for the people in England.
When is wages gonna go up? When wages go up? I'm so tired of working all the time. Well, I'm a VTuber, so I have no right to complain, but complain I shall.
What happened there? They live there. 25-year-old European versus 25-year-old American. It seems like they have their life more in check. American police in films versus British police in films. America. We want to know where you are going and where you are going. Europe, go screw yourself. Everything is confusing. US introduces AI-powered vending machines to sell bullets.
No, does it shoot the bullets out at you?
This is the most American headline ever. Europeans talking to Americans. Expectation.
Etna mode.
System is better and Celsius makes more sense. Imperial system is stupid.
No, Imperial system is better. We love inches and pounds. Your system is stupid. Lol. Reality. Lol. You're right. England. It's unfair of the EU to tax people of another country when they have no say. The United States. World. Glove box. USA. Glock box. The fact that Europeans make these memes, while most Americans don't give the slightest damn, is evidence of that being the other way around. Centimeters, kilograms, liters, Celsius. America, crying. Me, a European. Opening Reddit the day after a US presidential debate. Did IQs just drop sharply while I was away?
Has anyone ever been to the Reddit US politics? I mean, world politics? It's anime teddies. And why is the Reddit page r/anime teddies world politics? I found this out a couple months back, and I haven't said anything, but why am I being flashbanged with booba when I look up world politics on Reddit? What's going on? This isn't even a bet. Go look this up right now, by the way. This isn't a joke. r/world politics is just anime titties. And r/anime titties is world politics.
This is me going on Twitter. But you guys should see UK Parliament. They're just shouting at each other. Northern Europeans. I apologize profusely for my non-native English. I do hope my impoverished vocabulary won't hinder or devalue our conversation. Southern Europeans. Hey, speak English very good. Honestly,
It's missing an in it.
anyone trying to speak English is good enough. I don't get people who make fun of accents. I think it's kind of weird and mean and cringe.
I like accents.
If they're being mean to you, then go for it. They should add trench warfare mechanics to football. This is already the sport where they have 10 severe injuries in 30 seconds to gain 5 yards of wet grass. What more do you want? Europeans to stop pretending this post is even remotely vague about which type of football we're talking about. They should add trench warfare to football and football 2, the old one. Big fan of calling the original one football 2. I mean, as long as you're not calling it soccer. Do people outside of US celebrate the American Independence Day? 4th of July. Why or why not? Why would they? Do you guys in America celebrate Red October Revolution? No, what's that? GBBO. A s'more is basically
I don't know what that is.
just an Italian meringue sandwiched between two Ganache cupboard digestives. Americans. Amazing. Every word of what you just said is wrong. I feel like Tumblr doesn't know about the pain and suffering that is English tap water. Girl, there are staglamites inside me. OP lives in the south. The tap water up here is from the springs. It's so clean and fresh and has no staglamites whatsoever. Cope and seethe.
Stalagmites!
Southerner. My bones are strong from all the chalk I've been drinking that I could mull you into
Oh, my camera died. Wake up! Wake up! Hi.
a fine paste. You guys are like a 2-hour drive from each other. Disney didn't kill the EU. The EU hasn't done unless you and everyone else let it die. Lucasfilms made the decision to create new stories. Get to know these facts. I spent a good minute staring at this, trying to work out how Disney could possibly kill the European Union. Disney caused Brexit.
Huh? I am so lost!
We Americans act really cocky and mean about freedom to hide the fact our government is crumbling and nobody is actually free, so please give us this one day to be annoying about it. Kinda feel bad for poor Americans now. A bit like the bully kid who you realize is only acting like that because their parents are cruel and neglectful. Hell no. Americans like the leading powerhouse. Wait, why does the
Americans are the mitochondria of Earth.
internet cost like $55? With all this net neutrality stuff, I've discovered that normally internet in the US costs like $55 a month. What? You're already getting ripped off like crazy. I'm getting fiber optic internet for 25 euros over here. That's like $31, $30? I'm gonna check if my calculations were true. 25 euros to USD. It's 27. 55 a month? Huh, no, it's much more. Comcast, Verizon, AT&T. Love to stick it to the Americans and overcharge for internet. Is America perfect? No, of course not. But do we have furious spinning blades in the drain of our kitchen sink to pulverize wayward food scraps?
Oh, that's what that is.
Absolutely. This is cool. I wish we had this. Every single European stereotype is true. Because why did I jokingly say, now you have to buy me a beer, after giving a cig to a German guy? And he went, they are not equivalent in price. Once I asked a French guy at a music festival in Paris for a hit of his joint, and he said, no, I am, selfish. When Europeans
Honestly, I respect it.
travel in America and go to pay the restaurant bill without tip, we don't do that here.
I hate tipping culture so freaking much.
In the drain of our kitchens.
If that's the one thing I don't want like brought to Europe is tipping culture. Just pay your workers like a livable wage. It's not that hard.